Most people think you need 10, 15, or even 20 sets a week for a muscle to grow. But what if I told you that just 2 sets could build more muscle than all of that? The 2 set method is blowing up right now. Guys like Ian Bersiegel are talking about it everywhere. And honestly, I think it's the smartest way to train in 2025. Here's why. Let's start with the science. There are studies showing that even 1 set taken to failure twice a week is more than enough to grow muscle. Read that again. 1 set twice a week. That's it. That means if you're pushing hard all the way to failure, there's no such thing as not enough sets to stimulate growth. The reason? Muscle growth isn't about the number of sets, it's about the stimulus you place on the muscle. And once you hit that point of muscular failure, the growth switch is flipped. Now, here's the part that most people miss. It's not weekly volume that matters most, it's per session volume. When you do 5, 6, 7 sets for a muscle in one workout, you're already fatigued after the first 2 sets. Everything else, that's junk volume and diminishing returns. You're just going through the motions. By cutting it down to 2 sets, you can actually push those sets to true failure without holding back. No fatigue wall, no wasted energy, just pure growth stimulus. Here's why it works well in practice. First, mental focus. When you know you only have 2 sets, you can go all in. No saving energy for the next 5 sets. You give everything now. Second, progression becomes simple. Add a rep, add some weight, done. No overthinking. And third, recovery. Because you're not burying yourself in volume, your body actually recovers. That means next week, you're stronger, you progress again. And that's where the real gains come from. Now, some people will say, but isn't more volume better? And the answer is only if intensity is matched. Most lifters can't take 10 sets to failure, it's impossible. Others will say, what about advanced lifters? Sure, some elite guys might need slightly more sets, but the principle does not change. Quality will always beat quantity. 2 all out sets will always outgrow 10 half hearted ones. Not to mention, adding a third, fourth, or even a fifth set yields barely any extra stimulus for the disproportional amount of fatigue generated. The high threshold motor units will already have been efficiently recruited from the first 2 sets, but beyond that, fatigue prevents their recruitment, which decreases mechanical tension, the main driver of hypertrophy, and you're just burying yourself deeper into a pit of recovery. So here's what it actually looks like and how you can implement it. Let's say you're doing incline dumbbell press. After your warm-up sets, you do your first set hard, 1 to 0 reps in reserve. Rest around 3 minutes depending on the exercise. Then your second set, taken to true failure. That's it, 2 sets. Move on to the next exercise. Simple, efficient, and brutally effective. So the next time you're in the gym, ask yourself, are you really training hard enough or are you just counting sets? Because if you push to true failure, 2 sets are all you'll ever need. If you want a more in-depth explanation of how I personally run the 2 set method, click the video on the screen or in the description below. But before you do, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and comment below what your thoughts are on this method or any questions you may have. I respond to every single comment. Thanks for watching.